All right, so let's work on subtracting fractions with different denominators. And this is going to be a practice video. If you are brand new to this, you may want to look for another video. We're just going to quickly review the method and do it, and that's it. So I'm going to give you 4 steps to get this done, very similar to our addition steps. And step 1 is to find a common denominator, and then you should change the fractions, and after that you can subtract. And the 4th step, you may need this, you may not, so I'll add if necessary, but you should reduce. So let's just do a few examples, and we're going to go through these 4 steps with all of them. So 1/2 minus 1/5. What is the common denominator between 2 and 5? Well, it's going to be 10. So can I change 1/2 into tenths? I would multiply here by 5, right? So I multiply both sides by 5, and that gives me 5/10. What about 1/5? How do I change that to tenths? Well, that's going to be times 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. And there I go. And now I can do step 3, subtract. 5/10 minus 2/10 gives me 3/10. And I cannot reduce that any further, so that's finished. Next up, we've got 2/4 minus 1/3. Our common denominator here is going to be 12. So 4 times what is 12? It's 4 times 3. So the top times 3 is 6/12. And how about 3 times what is 12? Well, the answer is 4. 1 times 4, 4/12. There we go. And now I subtract 6/12 minus 4/12. It gives me 2/12. 2 and 12 are both even numbers. That means I can reduce it by dividing by 2/2, and the final answer is going to be 1/6. All right, let's take a look at, let's skip a few here. All right, how about 8/10 minus 1/2? Can you figure out a common denominator? Well, 2 goes into 10, so 10 is our common denominator. Pretty simple. 8/10 stays 8/10. How do we change 1/2 into tenths? Well, the number on top is half of the number on bottom. Easy. And that is going to give us, again, 3/10, which can't be reduced. Oh, lucky. You get 2 of the same ones. So you could probably even just skip that. One more. Let's have a look. Let's try number 8, because for number 8, we need to go all the way up to 30ths for a common denominator. So how do we get from 10 to 30? We multiply by 3. So we multiply by 3 here. 18/30ths minus, how do we get from 3 to 30? We multiply by 10. So we multiply this by 10 too. And we have 10/30ths. And now we can subtract. And we have 8/30ths. Right away, you should be thinking those are both even numbers, so I can definitely reduce. I'm going to start by dividing it by 2/2. That gives me 4/15. And that cannot be reduced any further. That's the final answer for that. That's it for this. I think that's enough examples. Subtracting fractions. Just remember to show your work. And thank you for watching. Bye.